So a little over the week ago, we found out that Community has once again been saved from the brink of cancellation by Yahoo, the search engine, and they're getting a 6th season. Now, I'm about to say something kind of unpopular here on the internet, and considering the fact that I have most of my social life here on the internet, I could be shooting myself in the foot. But if you can't say something inflammatory on the internet and then just drop the mic, then what's it good for, am I right? Guys, she's had a good run, but maybe it's just time to let her go. It is my personal and professional opinion that it's just always better to leave them wanting more than letting them get bored. Look, we've all been there, guys. We've been watching a show for years, a show that we really love and we're really invested in, and then we sit back one day after an episode and think, this show has gotten kind of flat? I know, you and the Cape all really were rooting for 6 seasons in a movie. You guys remember the Cape, right? It's what 6 seasons in a movie was in reference to. It was a show that Abed watched called The Cape, which was a real show about a guy who fought crimes using a cape and, like, literally nothing else. He was kind of like Batman, like, minus the Batman. The show didn't even get a full season. That's why the joke is funny. I generally don't like to be negative about a show, because if you've actually managed to get your show on the air, it means 3 things. 1, you're incredibly lucky. 2, you're incredibly talented. And 3, you work your ass off every single day. And I don't want to put down on anybody's efforts, but can we honestly say that Community has reached the level it hit season 1? Guys, I love Community. It hit me right from the first episode, and it's probably a lot to do with the fact that I went to community college, and that first speech from Dean Pelton was just spot on. But over time, the stories have kind of gotten overblown and just a little more ridiculous. The characters have become kind of caricatures of themselves. I mean, for goodness sakes, guys, it's a community college. Most programs at a community college only last 2 years. That's 4 semesters. Wow, I feel like I'm being really mean here. I feel like I'm being kind of mean here. Here, have a puppy. Have a puppy. I'm so sorry. Look, the fact of the matter is this, guys. All stories come with a beginning, a middle, and, as much as we hate to admit it, an end. I, for one, would prefer a story that has a clear and concise driving action towards an end that wraps things up and gives us a sense of closure, as opposed to just floundering around out of stories to tell and just looking for bigger and more ridiculous ways to draw in an audience. Look, it's a puppy again. So, do I want 6 seasons in a movie? I mean, yeah, it would be nice, but I want a good 6 seasons in a movie. I want something that is tight and concise story-wise. I want something that is not just an overwrought spectacle to try and get viewers. I want something that's grounded in the heart of the show that I saw the first season. These are just my feelings, guys. I'm really sorry. And Dan Harmon, I'm sorry. I think you're a very talented person. I loved your show, and I'm sorry. So speaking of series that went on for maybe a bit longer than they should have, things I'm excited about this week, Animorphs is on Netflix now. If you don't know what Animorphs is, you clearly didn't grow up in the 90s. Animorphs was a young adult book series that was about a group of kids who got the ability to morph into any animal that they touched in order to fight off an alien invasion. Nickelodeon did 2 seasons of a show based on the book series, and I started watching it the other day and was surprised at how not bad it was. Like, I have a clear memory of watching it as a 9-year-old and being like, no, this show is it's not great, but it's aged well. I loved this book series, and it's dark, and it's gritty, and it's depressing, and I really thought the kids, like, were at least 16, but no, they're 13. a driver's license, they cry themselves to sleep at night. It's like the Hunger Games before the Hunger Games existed. It's really depressing and sad, and I loved it. So I highly recommend you check out the books and you check out the show on Netflix. Other things that I'm excited about, Joanna has a new catfish blog, which we will link to in the description below, and you should check that out. And next week, Morgan will be back right here on the couch. That was weird. What am I doing? What am I doing? So that's what I'm excited about this week. Tune in next time, and until then, keep watching.